Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we have gone through a little bit of a change. I have completely shaved off my beard. In the event of trying to keep myself entertained during the quarantine, I did keep a little bit down here. I actually used to rock this style back when I was like 19 and 20. It was really fun at that point, and then I grew a full beard, as you probably seen in my other videos, and then I shaved it all off just for sheer entertainment at this point. It is almost 2 a.m. I have eaten McDonald's. I kind of just wanted to play with some makeup. I found my Voss Pro palette that I want to try out, and I kind of just want to play with some makeup. So if you want to grab your makeup and do it with me, then go ahead. So I'm going to first prime. I'm going to grab my E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. I still don't know how I feel about this product. I feel like it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't do a whole lot for me. Like, it's kind of a mix of things. Like, I almost want to use this and like another primer on top of it, but I don't want to layer too much, you know what I mean? Now, for the first time in a long time, I do have to like prime my entire cheek area because now I don't have any facial hair. That felt okay, but then I'm just going to take a little bit of my Cover FX blurring primer, like just the tiniest bit, and kind of just hit like right in my cheek area. Even though the E.L.F. primer is more smoothing, I don't feel like it 100% blurs my pores like I want it too. For foundation, I want to do a little bit of a mixture, and actually I want to do a little bit of a drugstore mixture. I'm gonna take my E.L.F. Flawless Finish foundation and my LA Girl Pro Matte foundation and mix those two together and see what kind of finish I get. I'm gonna take 1 pump of the E.L.F. foundation, then I'm gonna take 1 pump of the LA Girl foundation. Just gonna mix those two with this little eyebrow razor that I have here. Right, then we're going to take my beauty blender, stamp it around. So I do need a little bit of coverage in a few areas, so I'm just going to stamp on a little bit more product in those general areas. Yeah, this isn't covering very well because it is a blemish that I did wait for it. Do you guys ever get these blemishes or pimples where they don't go anywhere for a long time, and then you kind of like know when it's going to like pop or when you can pop it, and you kind of just wait around waiting for it to get good? Yeah, that was this for me. I waited for it until it was ready to go, and then I took my extractor tool to it and it popped all over my mirror. Gross story, but I kind of live for those, honestly. Alrighty, now let's move on to concealer. I haven't contoured my jaw in a long time because I haven't had to because I've had a beard. So I kind of want to dive into like cream contour. I think that would be really fun. So I kind of want to like take it there with like a good heavy cream contour and then like a heavy brightened under eye. I'm actually going to take my E.L.F. Camo concealer and my Clinique Chubby stick to contour and conceal. So first, I'm going to take the concealer. Then I'm going to take my Clinique Chubby stick and start contouring everything. The jawline is what I'm really excited for because I haven't done this in so long. Yes. Exactly what I wanted. Before we go in, I'm going to take a little bit of MAC Fix Plus and kind of just give that a little bit of a spray. And then start blending everything out. So now we have blended out all the cream products. Now before my concealer creases, I'm going to take my Bakerie Flour Setting Powder. I have a lot here in the little sifter, so I'm just going to... While I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and bake everywhere where I put the concealer. To set the rest of the face, I'm going to take my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I'm just going to grab a nice fluffy powder brush and just set my face with it. So I'm not going to bake with this powder. I'm just going to set the rest of my face. With that same fluffy brush, I'm going to take my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Powder in Sand and just go over everywhere where I'm not baking for a little extra coverage and just to kind of add a little bit more color to the skin. Neck with this powder. I think this is probably a good time to start on the eyes now. Now, earlier in the week, I was cleaning out my makeup. I was organizing everything, and I stumbled upon this palette here that I have not used in a video. This is the Violet Voss Pro palette. I think this is called... Which is this Pro Eyeshadows? It says My Holy Grail on the back, so I don't know if that's what it's called. But it is just a nice neutral palette. It actually kind of reminds me of Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. All these like warm tone shades are really pretty. Then of course like these more mauve shades are really pretty as well. So I think we're just going to do a nice little neutral eye using this palette. I already do have concealer on my eyes. The E.L.F. Camo concealer that we used earlier. And I think that's enough of a base for us to get started. I'm going to take Morphe M532 brush and I'm going to dip into this nice vanilla shade which is called Thanks a Latte, and this is going to be of course my base shade. So this is a nice size mirror in here as well, by the way. I'm going to use this as my base shade. Right, so you see that gave us like a nice little base for everything. So I'm just going to take the same brush, the M532 brush. Lucky for me, if I didn't know what a transition shade, this one is named Transition. So we're going to dip into that one. And of course, we're going to throw that into our crease. This color is almost similar to my skin tone. So it's not really going to show up super pigmented, but this is just going to set up for the rest of the shades in the palette. Again, this isn't like a super in-depth review. I just wanted to play with some makeup. And now I have a nice little transition shade to put down. I'm going to take my little Wet n Wild blending brush and I'm going to do the shade Are You Kitten Me? Cute name. And I'm just going to deepen up that crease a little bit more. I wanted to... This shade, Wine and Dine right here, is really calling my name. So I'm going to take that on a Morphe M433. And I'm going to focus this shade more on the outer edge. That's a really pretty shade. I'm going to take this little itty bitty JH40 brush with no product on it. And I'm just going to blend out that little line that we have going on now. I almost want to turn this into like a spotlight eye, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take, of course, Wine and Dine, and I'm going to put that in the inner. This really wasn't the direction I was expecting to take, but that's the fun in makeup. You can make it however you want. I'm going to take my E.L.F. Camo Concealer that we used earlier on just like a flat brush. I'm going to go ahead and carve out where I want the spotlight to go. So right in the middle. Okay, now I have that carved out. I'm going to take Cranberry Splash and then I think I'll put a little bit of toffee on top of it. I think that'll be a good little combination. So I'm actually just going to take it on a clean finger. Ooh, this is really soft. Okay, so I do have that color picked up, and then I'm just going to tap it onto my lid. Yeah, so I feel like that got even though you can see the shine, I feel like it got lost a little bit. So I'm going to take another clean finger and dip into the shade Toffee. And just put a little bit of that right in the middle. Okay, then I'm just going to, of course, take my M433 into the shade Wine and Dine and kind of clean up those edges a little bit. All right, now we want something like that going on. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do the other eye off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and now both eyes are done. I was having a little bit of trouble with my wings and you know what? They just weren't having it, so I'm just going to move on. But I curled my lashes and I wanted to put this on camera. So this is a lash primer from Pure. It's called Fully Charged Lash Primer. And I've actually never really tried a lash primer, especially not on camera. So I wanted to come back and do this on camera. Even though I'm going to put some lashes on because this is just not it for me. But I wanted to like put it on just to like see what's up. So I already curled my lashes, and now I know you just kind of like put a coat of this stuff on. So I've never understood this concept. Like, are you supposed to like fully saturate your lashes? Like, are they supposed to be like opaque white? Like, I've never understood this. I'm not really a connoisseur in lash primers. So, I mean, they could all be the same and I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't have a point of reference, really. I don't know. It's kind of just clumping all my lashes together, which is fine, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. I'm kind of having a crisis over here. But I don't know if you can just take whatever mascara that you're using. Yes, for demonstration, I'm just going to take my NARS Climax mascara. I know you're not supposed to let this completely dry. So I'm going just right in with the mascara. My lashes are clumpy as I honestly, oh my god. I just bumped myself, so that's great. So I don't know if you can like really see, but this just clumped all of my lashes together. Like every single last one. Let me see. I feel like I can get closer. As you can see, this kind of just clumped. I don't know if you can really see it, but this just clumped all of my lashes together. And I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I don't feel like my lashes look voluminous or more voluminous than they did before. So I'm just going to put my mascara just regularly on my other lashes without the mascara primer. Because honestly, that was kind of scarring and I hate it. So now I have mascara on both eyes and I'm going to take a little spoolie with, this is my Anastasia 12 brush, and I'm just going to scratch at this mascara. Alrighty, now we have everything nice and fixed, except for these lashes over here, but you know, we're just gonna keep it rolling. We're putting false lashes on anyway. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my velour lash glue and I am just gonna paint it on top just like I would with liquid liner. Then I'm just going to take these nice full lashes and just lop them on. See how like fast that was? You kind of just like lop them right on. The best part about it is kind of just like put them on and then adjust it where you need to. I think this distracts a little bit from the horrendous wings we have going on, so that is just going to have to do for now. So now I'm just going to sweep off whatever bake is left. I don't think there's a whole lot, honestly. Then with that JH40 brush, I'm going to dive deep into Wine and Dine and just smoke out my lash line just a little bit. Don't want a super smoky lash line for this. Then I'm gonna get my Lash Power Mascara by Clinique. On a very small brush, I'm going to coat my bottom lashes. Okay, now my bottom lashes are done. For bronzer, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Rich Amber, and I'm just going to bronze up my face. I'm just going to use that fluffy brush we used earlier. Just really bronze everything up. Now we're nice and bronzy, so I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter. Now I'm just going to take my Sleek Cosmetics highlighting palette in the shade Copperplate, and I'm going to kind of mix all 4 shades on my Anastasia A23 brush. And then I'm just going to highlight. Very soft, nothing too crazy. On the clean JH40, I'm just going to grab into the 2 lighter shades and highlight my brow bone. You know, funny enough is I haven't even done my brows yet. For my eyebrows, I'm just going to take my Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 6. I'm just going to lightly fill in my brows. I'm actually kind of liking the soft brow with this look, so I'm going to keep it pretty natural looking. Yeah, just like very soft brow. Nothing too intense. Kind of like this look without any blush, so I think I'm going to skip the blush. Kind of like it all very just like bronzy and nice. With my Artis Oval 4 brush, I'm just going to dip back into the bronzer and just contour my nose. I'm going to tap that out with my beauty blender just a little bit. But I love looking like I can't breathe. Oh yeah, that's a contoured nose for sure. Alright, now we just gotta do the lips. For lips, I'm gonna take this Sleek Cosmetics Locked Up lip pencil in the shade No Words 1265. This is like a really pretty kind of bricky neutral. I think this color will kind of tie in everything really nicely. That's a really pretty color. The look is still neutral. I almost want to keep it matte. I'm going to take my Urban Decay lip pencil in the shade Naked. And I'm just going to put this in the center. Ooh, yeah. Then I'm just going to go back with the Sleek pencil and kind of blend the edges a little bit. I love the way that looks with just no gloss, just like lip liner. Looks very like nude. It really helps emphasize the eye look a little bit more. Actually, a lot more. All right, and now we just got to do setting spray. For setting spray, I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Spray. This one's the one from Holiday. And I'm just going to set everything, of course. Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm just going to hit it with some MAC Fix Plus since it is here already. My favorite. Then with my Beauty Blender, I'm just going to go ahead and tap it out. Alright everyone, this is the look that I came up with. As you can see, I didn't put any liner in my waterline. I don't really feel like this look called for it. I didn't want it to be super like smoky or super sultry. I do love this palette. I'm kind of like wanting to do a little bit more with this palette because I feel like it's very universal. It's very useful. It has so many useful shades in here. I feel like this is something that you can just like pack and have on the go because it is very compact. It is nice and thick, so it's not going to break very easily, I feel. Yep, it's now 3:26 in the morning. We have been playing with makeup all night. This was just kind of something that I wanted to do. Just wanted to play with some makeup. I think this is something we kind of all do sometimes, like late at night, we kind of just like want to play with makeup or want to, you know, cut bangs or, you know, dye your hair or one of those things. So my thing was I wanted to play with some makeup tonight. So I hope you guys like this kind of style, more laid back video. It's not really like super organized, but that's kind of the way things work sometimes. But if you guys did like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, please, please, please. So I do have a couple pre-recorded videos with, I do have a beard. So if you see my next video before this one or whatever, I do have a beard, don't be alarmed. It was pre-recorded, but you will be seeing me a little bit more fresh-faced from now until I decide to grow it back. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.